Today I want to talk about the drum. Now to understand the drum, to get to the root of the drum, we must dissect it. Drums used by man before 6000 BC. Drums used in ancient times by tribes. The record shows Neanderthal men, troglodytes, cavemen. But even this can be traced back to the first land, the original land, the motherland, Africa. Before pre-Columbian Aztecs, before the Mayans talked to ancient astronauts, before Native Americans roam the earth.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Got the future.
up, guys? Welcome back to the show. This is Dana. So, today, as usual, we're gonna do TA on Bitcoin. We're gonna go through what the fudge happened with Nvidia, like Nasdaq surged because of Nvidia as well. Like a lot of things happening. Unfortunately, not much with Bitcoin, except for one important thing that I want to leave you guys with. Since yesterday, I was talking about something like this could happen. Now we are around these levels. Thing is, this is not all bad news now. I know Bitcoin is under critical levels, but it's not all bad news. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you something, right? So, even though Bitcoin has broken below that, critical area, 100%, this midterm moving average is kind of holding as support. On top of that, I do not see any daily candle close below $26,100-ish, which is another, important level. On top of that, on the 4-hourly time frame, there is, remember that positive divergence that I was talking about yesterday? It is still showing. Now, it's still gonna be showing unless RSI goes back below 25.4 points. Then it's invalid. But until then, there is signs of some positive divergence, okay? On top of that, we got that MACD trying to go bullish, but it hasn't crossed yet, so it's not valid yet. But we gotta monitor it just to see what happens, right? So, like I said yesterday, pretty much, if we get above this level, it's possible that we can reach these areas, 27.2, somewhere around these levels, right by this trend line right here. Best case scenario still somewhere around these levels. Like, look, the bulls kind of got some chance if I told you guys yesterday, if we see it snap back up above the critical level, latest today, that is, okay, then it's like we could see some action to the upside actually happen if that happens. If not, still any daily candle close below this level, lower. But the worst one is, like I said yesterday, gonna repeat it one last time this week. Any weekly candle close below this area right here, around $25,000, is not good. Bulls better step up around these levels. If they don't, few $1,000s to the downside could happen. Because if we break this level, probabilities are gonna be higher for that to happen, okay? So yeah, weekly, still positive momentum and so on, but what scares me on the weekly is this MACD look. If you guys see what I see, it's trying to cross over. If that happens, that's a bearish crossover, right? Plus, let's not forget there is some type of negative divergence going on the weekly time frame. It's not only on Bitcoin, like if I bring forward Cardano, for example, it's kind of the same. We got some, negative divergence here too. Let's bring Ethereum forward. Same thing here. Like most of them are showing some signs of weakness on the weekly. Thing is, nothing is confirmed unless we actually see the indicators, form and they're finished, then we can say it's valid. But until then, we can keep an eye, we can monitor it, we can be aware of it, but it's not valid yet. Not quite yet. So if bulls step in, we see a candle close above this critical level today. At least close above 26,850-ish. That would be some type of, if that happens, we could see it as some type of strength coming in from the bulls, if that happens, but we will see. I like the fact that we kind of wicked up at support again, which shows us there is demand, but maybe not that strong. That's the problem. So yeah, that's Bitcoin pretty much. You already know about the support, the resistance, what could happen, best case scenario if we break above these levels, and so on and so forth. Let's head over to Ethereum and see what's going on here. Okay, holding support as well. Ethereum still got that positive momentum on the daily compared to Bitcoin. Like MACD still bullish, histogram positive, not the strongest, but it's positive. And on the 4-hourly, Bitcoin showed some positive divergence. Ethereum, not quite yet. Nevertheless, we kind of bounced when we, touched this support level, support range. We came all the way to first resistance. Best case scenario, we can come, all the way to these levels, like between 1,840-ish to 1,850-ish dollars is possible. But we are at resistance, so now we gotta break above this level first. Then we can see, some more push to the upside most likely happen. Okay, let's move on. Hold on, guys, just gotta answer a call. Hold on. I'm gonna put the Bitcoin chart on. 10 minutes. And I'm back. Okay. So we're done with Bitcoin, we're done with Ethereum. Let's head over to Cardano and see what's going on there as well. Because Cardano, yesterday I was talking about how I didn't feel that confident. And it did break down a little bit. It did break down. Last I saw it, it was at that support level. Let's see now. Yep. So there you go. This was what I was talking about yesterday. Wasn't feeling that confident like I was feeling at around these levels. Hence, I thought it was gonna fall. At the moment, we are holding that 4-hourly support. Like, not one 4-hourly candle has closed below this level yet. But there is some positive divergence also developing on Cardano. But it's gonna be invalid if we see any 4-hourly candle close below 0.3532. Okay, so it closed below that level. Not good. That would make that nice, nice divergence that we are seeing that it's trying to develop, like, just vanish, go away. So we needed to hold around these levels. Like, if it can hold, the problem is looking at things. 4-hourly oscillators negative. Daily, we have our first negative momentum as well. Yeah, I don't like the looks of this. Wouldn't be surprised if we pull down a bit further. For all he's holding, but like I don't see any signs that the bears are weak yet. So I'm gonna stick to what I decided to do yesterday, which is stay out, stay on the sidelines, and just wait till I see some signs that the bears are actually getting exhausted. At the moment, I don't see anything. Which, even though it's the same thing like yesterday. There was some type of nice positive divergence. Problem is, it was while we were still here. Problem is, I wasn't seeing any strength, and it was just, one thing telling us that yeah, there is some bullishness still left in the market. Problem is, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me to go like, okay, all cool, we're going up. So I'd rather just stay on the sidelines and see what happens first before I take any decisions, because this one's not looking that strong at the moment. Looks like it can still, continue a bit more further down, if not consolidation, one of those two. This breaks, we break down, we hold consolidation, and then we see what happens. I'm not betting on a consolidation though. At the moment, I really there's nothing that I see. We already have negative divergence on the hourly as well. Guys. Yeah, that's Cardano. That's Cardano. Let's see what Atom is doing. Cosmos. It's been a while. I heard anything hype, about it or around it. Nobody's been talking about Cosmos. So really no signs of any positive divergence on the weekly. Still got 3 days to go, but just looking at it just because, why not? Daily. Okay, like we keep on, like there is some type of demand, right? There is some type of demand, clearly. We're still holding this support. There is some sort of positive divergence trying to build, but it would have been so much better if we could see Atom get above these levels at least first, right here. Because yeah, we bounced off support. Thing is, we are at resistance. I need to see a close above this level at least. Let me just hold on. Cosmos, STT. It's always easier for me to draw on the other screen, a bit larger. Yeah, pretty much this level. If we can see a close above that area, 10.7-ish dollars. $10.7, 10.8, then maybe we could see prices, you know, go a bit higher to at least 11.2-ish or something for a start, somewhere around these levels. Major resistance is gonna be around 11.9, $12, somewhere around that level. Cool. Like any weekly candle close, I think you guys get it by the drawings. Any weekly candle close below this level, we can easily come to these areas, okay? 9.5, 9.3. Wouldn't be that surprising if we see a weekly candle close below this level, right? Around $10. But we do have some pretty decent, you know, support around these levels. This was old resistance, by the way. Check it out. So we do have some decent support, like we've bounced a few times, not that strong, like the only strong bounces were the first two ones right here and right here, but we've bounced here a little bit here. This one might be this mini bounce, we'll see. So that's Cosmos. Let's move on. Yeah, did I mention oscillators are negative? MACD is bearish. RSI is negative. Yeah. The only thing I see is on the daily. Bears are starting to show signs of being a bit exhausted, but I want things to like I want to see some more confirmations, but I do see signs that bears are getting a bit tired already. Audio, not that one. I don't think we have to look at. Hold on, gotta take a sip. Gonna take a sip of my aqua, and then we can move on. Hex is up 7%. Like, why? What? Every time I see, some of these, excuse my language, S coins, it's always a little bit surprising. But then again, who am I to say something? Pepe coin did like 36,000% or something. I don't remember. Okay, just gonna drink some water. Hold on. Alright, let's go ahead and continue with this one. I mean, when I said that Hex was looking super bullish on the monthly time frame, trust me when I say I wasn't expecting this type of bullishness. I was maybe thinking, okay, we could see 0.08, 224, something like that. But all the way here, that was a surprise for me as well. A big one. But now on the daily, it's up 7% on the new day. There's a lot of sell pressure coming in on the daily as well. RSI is negative, oscillators negative, MACD bearish. We got some positive divergence forming though, but on the daily, at the moment I really do not see something special, that tells me get in now. Like you gotta get in now, otherwise you'll miss the train. I don't see anything special on the daily. In other words, bears pretty much still in charge, even though there's some nice positive divergence. And it can go lower. It doesn't mean that nice divergence is gonna go away just because price goes down a bit more. Like in case price goes down a bit more. But if that happens and RSI fails to hold above that 18.68 point, then that nice divergence is gonna become invalid, okay? Simple as that. Now let's look at support and resistance levels. Well, we are already at support, I think. No, we've missed it. Okay, hold on. Let me draw it on the other chart. Okay, this is one of the last main supports that I'm looking at when it comes to Hex. And this is for the weekly, right? So in other words, if we get below 0.0892, what do you guys want from Hex? It looks a bit like it wants to say game over, but it's not. It's like hanging on. We got so many resistance areas looking at, like, we could bounce from these levels just because we're close to that support area. Number one, there's some nice, you know, positive divergence on the daily time frame, right? Thing is, we do have resistance around these levels already. Right by that short-term moving average, right? Cool. Any close above this level? Okay, somewhere around, let's just say, you know, being a bit flexible, around 0.02838. Then there's a high possibility that we can see these levels again, 0.036 and so on. But first, we need to break above this level, okay? Right, let's move on. So we did Bitcoin, we did Ethereum as well, Cardano, X, Atom, let's have a look at Solana. I think we did Solana yesterday, right? Okay. Maybe not Solana then. Let me try to see something. Let me try to find something interesting in the chart. In the charts.
Dreams among the stars while I'm standing on the pavement, spinning around, lost and found, just trying to make a statement, lift the weight off my shoulders and set me free. With the birds in the sky is where I'd like to be, without gravity to hold us down, together we're side of the ground.
Phantom, remember guys, yesterday I was telling you guys that it wasn't looking that nice. You know, we kind of broke down. We held that support. So far, at the moment, still, we do have that old supply line being respected as demand at the moment, okay? So that's not a bad thing. But if it breaks, like I said yesterday, if it breaks, if it fails to hold 0.3, we could go a bit lower, you know, the levels of 0.27-ish. So be cautious, be cautious. Hello Ralph, hope all is well. Yeah guys, just it's I'm looking at the daily, like negative momentum on the oscillators. Okay, there is some positive divergence. Like really, if it manages to hold above this 0.33 area, awesome. If it doesn't, that nice divergence that is trying to develop is gonna disappear. So yeah, we are at major support levels. This is, you know, even though the market itself is looking wishy-washy, the funny thing is some of these altcoins, not all of them, but a few some, they are, you know, at some sort of a support level. Thing is, if if market is weak, then support levels can break too. That's the thing. So we have to be a bit cautious, just see what happens, right? So we got this at support 4 hourly. We have that. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Look at the RSI. Okay, even on the 4 hourly, like there is some positive divergence. Thing is, how weak is the market? Like if it's super duper weak, might not play out. Okay. But I do see signs from the bulls stepping in. Now they just have to take over. They haven't taken over yet. It's just that, you know, bears a little bit, just a tiny bit exhausted. So if bulls don't take their chance now, I mean soon, yeah, we might see this hang on, you know, around these levels a bit more probably. So that's Phantom. Okay, we are at support. There's a lot of positive momentum, positive divergence developing. Not complete yet, but developing. Same thing on the 4 hourly. We are oversold on the 4 hourly as well. So yep, your resistance, your new resistance already, I think I already told you guys yesterday, but around 0.3654. Any close above that level could take us higher to the next one. But we gotta take it level by level, as usual. So that's Phantom. All right, let's just have a look at Nvidia, because I've never ever seen a stock, like never in my life have I seen an equity do something like this, like Nvidia did today. This is madness. Madness. You guys seeing this? Equities. This is not crypto. Equities. Look at the jump it had. Now, I have some resistance prepared for Nvidia, which is around $419 to $465, somewhere on that level. Now we will see if we break above this level. It's a completely another discussion. Let me just do one thing. Let's try to fib this out, right? if we do this, right, somewhere around these levels really. Like I didn't use the fib for I have other ways to come forward to these resistance levels, but according to the fib, it's not far away either. Like looking at the fib retracement levels, fib extension levels, it's not looking that far either. So yeah, let me just remove this. So Nvidia is overbought. I mean, does anybody remember what happened the last time RSI was around these levels? Or not the last time. Actually, every time RSI is around these levels, what happened? Do you guys see a pattern here? Do you notice something? Not looking that fun when you think about it, right? So we are overbought again, and I don't know how many people are talking about this, but I got something something a bit scary for you to have a look at. Now, there is a reason for Nvidia's surge. Hold on. Yeah, the reason is the revenue of the second quarter is projected to be around $11 billion, and analysts had expected $7.2 billion, okay? So Nvidia and Google and Microsoft, you know, they didn't go up as much as Nvidia did, but both Microsoft and Google had a little jump, you know, 2 to 4%, you know, jump as well. But that's one of the reasons. The second quarter's revenue kind of shocked Wall Street, you know, so just jump to the upside, simple as that. Now TA wise, now that you know why it jumped up, now TA wise, MACD bullish, okay, oscillators positive, but we got some negative divergence developing at the moment, okay. Now this is looking at the weekly. I'm super cautious. Like, yeah, nice tall green candle, very strong and all that, but if one wants to buy at these levels, I mean, you probably like bungee jumping without, you know, safety as well, safety too. I can just imagine. It's kind of the same thing, right? Look at this. Look at this gap to the upside, like, and then it closed as a doji. Okay, all right. Okay, the scary thing that I want to talk about when it comes to Nvidia. Now, it's gonna take time, you know, and it might not play out if we see if we see this yearly close at a new all-time high. We might not see problem later on. But look at this, guys. I'm about to put some fear into your hearts, okay? Look at this. This is no FUD. This is just pure TA, but look at this. There was this reversal pattern, clear as the skies, and We have 7 months and 5 days, okay? 7 months and 5 days for it to either become invalid or for us to go like, okay, this is valid, so be careful. There is, if you guys think about it, like people who know more than me, like when it comes to the markets, who've been doing this like longer than me, doesn't matter if it's Warren or many other people, they've been selling most of their stocks because they know something. They know something. Like, you gotta respect a person who has done things longer than you, who has more experience and all that. So even though I know things, even though you might know things, there are people who know more than us. And those people are busy selling. Like, why are they selling? Why are they selling, you know, most of their equity stocks, whatever they have, if something is not brewing, right? So I'll leave you with this. If Nvidia gets back below this monthly first resistance by the end of the year, okay? Some of you, one of you, anybody, remind me in case I forget. But by the end of the year, if this is back down below this level, guys, this can come down like it's possible, okay? But if it closes anywhere above this R1 level, okay, of course with some follow through, like first, second month at least, awesomeness, super good. But I'd be cautious. I'd be cautious because looking at the yearly, not looking so nice. Weekly, okay, fine, except for that negative divergence. Look, there's negative divergence on the monthly, there's negative divergence on the weekly. There's also negative divergence on the daily, like, okay, it's like 3 out of 3. So we got negative divergence all over the different time frames, right? So we will see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if we get here. What's gonna be interesting is what's gonna happen when we get here. Are the bears gonna step in? Are we gonna see, you know, bulls starting to get exhausted? Or is this just gonna go bananas, right? We can only do TA, do our best to see where the market is going next. But we will have to wait. After we do the TA, we will have to wait and see if TA is respected. Okay. Question time. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll take it at the end of the show, just to keep the flow of the show going, right? So that's Nvidia, friends. Support. Yeah, well, somewhere around these levels is support, that old resistance, okay? Simple. Alright, let's move on, shall we? Ralph, how you doing? Let's see what Bitcoin is doing at the same time. Then we're gonna go through a few more equities. Nvidia was just one of those. Well, a few days ago it was that company from India, that Adani Enterprise, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. It just blasted up to the upside. And today it's Nvidia and Google. Well, Google didn't do much, but yeah, a little bit. While Bitcoin on the others have just been taking it easy, just chilling, nothing much. I'm fine, Ralph. I'm fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. Chat is like crickets. Should we play the cricket? But I don't think. Hold on. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. This is how the chat be acting right now. Wakey wakey. Okay, let's move on. Okay, what happened with Google? What happened with Google? I've been talking about, you know, how nice of a short it would be, and I'm still kind of sticking to it. Like, look, we still haven't, you know, we still haven't gone above this level. Like, Google is still, you know, kind of, I don't know. Look, thing is, the fact that we were overbought, that bad divergence also. I mean, weekly is looking a bit better, but at the same time, let's wait, what, like 20 more hours to see what happens, because we are at resistance. Like, we are at resistance. If we close with the doji on top of that, like, there is indecision in the market. So no, I'd rather just stick with it. It's pretty much simple, right? It gets above this level, you're wrong, it goes down, take your profits, be happy, and walk away. This one, this Adani Enterprises, if this doesn't hold, we might see prices around $2,100, $2,000. Like, no joke. If this doesn't hold, if it closes below $2,338, which is like, look, I already see signs of reversals. Not only that, there is that negative, very strong negative divergence, you know, going on. So I'd be cautious. I'd be cautious, right? Adani Enterprise. Okay, let's go back to that question that I wanted to ask you guys. Hopefully you guys know the answer. Let's see now. Ralphie forgot the thumbs. Smash the likes, just like he's saying, guys. If you're finding it to be valuable, entertaining, and, you know, laughing and learning at the same time, smash that like, hit that bell, subscribe, share, and so on and so forth. This is the way you support the stream, you support Chart Striker, and so on and so forth. This is the way you keep the stream going, in other words. This is one of the ways, at least. Alright, where is that candle I want to ask you guys about? Hold on. It's an important one because a lot of people find it to be very, very confusing, okay? And I'm gonna leave you with this question. Hold on. Okay. So, what is this candle right here? That's my question. That's it. What is this candle right here? Simple. It's on the hourly time frame. Okay, this one. And you got a minute because we gotta move on. We gotta move on. And if you don't know it, we'll discuss it on another stream. I just wanna give you guys a chance to answer it. So go ahead. Got a minute. I don't know many streams out there that try to make it fun, you know, in this way, asking questions at the same time while it's live and so on, because a lot of people maybe think it's too much of a hassle, but I'm doing it because I'm pretty sure this is a way you guys can remember it for a longer time, right? It's gonna stick with you in your memories, you know, you're gonna go like, oh, Dana asked us this question and this and that, right? Hopefully one day. So guys, you got a minute. If nobody knows the answer, I'm gonna move on. Apple is still respecting that demand line. Still in an uptrend. Again, was inside. What was inside? Okay, so we're in an uptrend. Oh, the question, just go back again because I don't want to go back to the chart since I've moved on, Ralph. Just go back, just a minute, replay, just a minute, rewind. Okay, so we have this uptrend still going on for Apple. We are at that monthly resistance that I keep on, you know, emphasizing because it is monthly resistance. Now, we do have some, I do see that the bulls are starting to get a bit tired, okay, on the weekly. But then again, unless we see a weekly candle close below this level, $169, it's cool. Any weekly candle close below that level could, you know, pull us a bit lower, okay? This one is still holding. Miraculously, like this demand line, excuse me, still holding. Nothing's going on. When it breaks, it's gonna break. We do have some support around these levels. That's why we keep on bouncing off these areas, like to the dot, literally. And of course, it's the hourly support. So we're holding these levels, but any close below this level right here, like I wouldn't be surprised if we see it, you know, come back a bit more lower, right? Around these levels. So that's Apple. And looking at the Western, yeah, there is no negative divergence yet, guys. Okay, that's a bit tricky. That could mean we could go up a bit higher. We could. There is still no signs of negative divergence. Let me just Weird, but no signs of any negative divergence, okay? Even though we are at resistance and so on and so forth. Still looking fine on the weekly. We will see what happens when the market opens and then closes. You know, the weekly candle close for Apple. We can get back to it tomorrow, I guess. On the daily time frame, negative momentum on the oscillators. RSI is above neutral, which is good. It's close to bullish territory. It's close. Okay, that plus no negative divergence, plus it's still being in an uptrend, plus it really didn't come and touch the top of this box yet. We did touch the bottom of the box and we pulled back a bit more further. And you know the importance of the bottom of the box and the top of the box if you've been, you know, following this channel a while. So could be so that we maybe break above this level, come and retest somewhere around these areas, and then maybe see a steep, you know, pullback. Could be that. But we will see what happens. So far, as long as this is not broken, like I've been saying yesterday, it's cool. When it breaks, it's another discussion. No negative divergence on the weekly, right? And then it keeps on building positive divergence on the daily. So we got some positive divergence that is developing on the daily time frame, okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. It's only gonna become invalid if we see a daily candle close below $164. Okay, 164.5. Somewhere around that area. If price manages to close somewhere below that area, then we could see that positive divergence become invalid, okay? So that's Apple, my friends. Yeah, we're not gonna be talking about this next resistance right now. We'll keep it, we'll take it step by step. But it doesn't look like it's done yet. Sure, we could see some consolidation unless we break below this level, but it doesn't look like it's quite done yet. And wow, okay, it's really not done yet. Negative momentum on the oscillators, right? MACD is like whatever right now. RSI is in bullish territories. This is the monthly time frame, and we have 5 days left. I know, 5 days left, but that negative momentum is getting weaker. We had some nice divergence that already played out on top of that. Okay, if monthly closes maybe with some indecision, you know, candle, something like that, on top of, you know, us continuing this negative momentum, and MACD staying bearish, then that could be that for that one, right? You get me? So we gotta be a bit cautious around these levels. Okay, so that was Apple. Ralph, good job, Ralph. Look at this. This is what I love. The hanging man. So that candle that I showed you, I don't want to go back, guys, but that candle that I asked you guys about, what it is, it's the hanging man. Ralph, good job. Got that one. You deserve this. Good job. And this is how we learn. I bet you, Ralph, if I ask you that question, like next time, you're never gonna forget it. You know, like this is how some things stick with us. Good job. So, all right. Never, exactly, never forget it. Period. All right. So we've had a look at Apple as well, and Google, right? Adani Enterprise. Okay, we've done Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Hex, Cosmos, BNB. No, not BNB, excuse me. Nvidia, Apple, Google, Adani, Enterprise, Phantom. I'm pretty sure I've forgotten a few, but this is what happens when you're doing TA on more than one asset. So I'm pretty sure though we had a look at something else. Can't remember. Anyways, Bitcoin is at 26,500-ish. Like I'm glad that we spoke about this type of, you know, scenario that being possible yesterday already. Thing is that it's really not that interesting unless we see a daily close still above this level, back above this level at least. But yes, that positive divergence, it got respected. Awesome. And so we're seeing a bit, again, we're seeing this action to the upside, you know, after a respected support, or I mean price action respected TA, right? We got up here. Up. This is one of those that's been respecting TA to the dot also. So what happened? We had this, you know, symmetrical triangle. We broke down below it. We are at support, still holding support. This is an old support, by the way. We're still holding it, right? And this critical level right here, around 1.4, still not broken. So we're still above it. Awesome. On the daily, we do have... We had some nice divergence on the daily, like real nice divergence, but it played out. And I think if it manages to hold this level, there's a decent chance it can, you know, come back to at least these areas around 1.9 to $2 possible. But at the moment, right now, at the moment that I'm speaking, I do not see anything telling me that fears are gone. So they're still here, they're still pretty much in charge. Might be a bit exhausted, but pretty much in charge, okay? Yes, I know oscillators are positive. RSI is weak though. And that nice divergence kind of, you know, gave us already a pump, I guess, from this area to this area. Let's see how much. And I'm being fair. I'm not gonna draw it from the low of the lows, okay? Let's draw it from somewhere in the middle, somewhere here. It went up around 11%. Okay. Weekly negative momentum on the oscillators. MACD's bearish. RSI. No, it wouldn't be that bad maybe if it could just, come down a little bit. RSI kind of follows it, and then we build some nice positive divergence, right? That's like, I'm just, if all that would happen, if all these factors would come to life, that would be nice for optimism. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly, see if there's anything special here. Well, there is no negative divergence at least, which means we could come all the way to these levels around 1.67, 1.7, possible, okay? MACD just turned bullish on the 4-hourly time frame as well, which is good. Okay, favors the bulls more than anything else. And somebody please bring the volume back. And I'm not talking about the music, I'm talking about optimism volume. Like, where is the volume? Where is the volume? Like, it's steady. Too steady. And if I put this, okay, volatility might be incoming for optimism, guys. I guess it's time to monitor this one. And we know it's over with when this level fails to hold. So okay, based on some things, like what this would be beautiful for optimism. Look at this. Thing is, there is no reason to rush into it right now, because I really do not see any signs, indicating of it going up at the moment, or bears being exhausted right now. But something like this could play out, like, as a first target, and then something like this. If we see a close above that 1.8-ish, we could see it back around $2. That's not far-fetched. That's not far-fetched when you think about it. Because not once after we broke out of the symmetrical triangle, not once have we tested that old demand line, not once, or old support line as resistance. At least not yet, right? Okay, so that's optimism. Awesome. Gotta be optimistic. Alright, gonna have a sip of my water and see how we've been live for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Guys, if you're enjoying the contents, please to consider hitting that like. You know, sometimes we forget we're busy thinking about whatever we're thinking about, just watching the show, just relaxing. But it's important to support those we feel, you know, are giving some sort of value, anything like that. It's a good, you know, way to show your support. So please do consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and so on and so forth. So we see this channels, you know, thrive and grow together eventually. Like, I think it's been exactly a year, if I think about it. I think today might be the day. I think it's been exactly 1 year since I started the channel. The problem is, since I started it, let's say 5 months total I've been on, like, away. I've been on vacay and so on. But it's been a year. It's been a year. I remember it was sometime around these days in May. I decided to, with some friends, why not do this. Well, not friends, just, you know, 2 friends. But yeah, we had a discussion and I was like, sure, why not? I could give it a try. But I don't like a lot of attention. I think I've had enough. So that's why, like, I was very doubtful about doing this, but I'm glad I did. Like, along the way, we met a lot of you know, nice, like-minded people. So it was worth it. Not worth all the stress, but it's worth it at the same time. Hex, what's up, Hex? It's up 16.49% on a new day. Hexicans, is this you? Like, what's going on? Did Richard Hart, like, type something? Did he say something, like, or is it basically off based on TA? Because according to TA, yes, I see why it's bouncing. We did say it's at support. We could see it bounce and so on and so forth all the way to these levels. But it's already up like what? 7 to 8 more percent since we just saw it last time. Okay, chat. If there is no more requests, like, go ahead. Let me know if you have one request. Just let me know in the chat section, and we can do a quick TA on it. But if you're gonna request one, please do write which time frame, so I don't have to be switching, you know, in between different time frames. So let me know which time frame and what asset, and then leave the rest to me, right? The whole market just going left. Okay, almost everything going left. Then Hex be like, I'm here, I'm still here, I'm still fine, I'm still doing stuff, you know, that you don't expect. And Ripple, hello. I'm glad I had a look at this one. Support help. Look at this, guys. Are you noticing? Ripple. Remember that lawsuit that has been going on since I can't even remember when anymore? It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end in a month or two. In a few months, I don't know, but it's coming to an end. And if Ripple wins this case, it's gonna be so good for them. If they lose it, they're probably gonna be forced to pay a lot of penalties and fines, like a lot. At the moment, support held I mean, sure, we had this one wick down, you know, one major wick down, but it kind of held no hourly, no major, you know, candle close below that level. Simple. But problem is, resistance also got respected. You see, this is the thing with TA. Sure, you get happy because support is holding and so on, but if you miss that resistance part, then you're gone. You're gone with the, like, it's gone with the wind, okay? So yeah, we hit support, we bounced, we hit resistance, now what? Now we need to break above this level. We need to be at least a 4-hourly candle close above this level so we can push a bit higher, okay? If we can do that, most likely we can see prices around these levels, right? You get it? Rafael Viana. Welcome to the show, Rafael. SDO, buy, hold, and repeat. SDO. Is that... what kind of... is it a meme coin? Like, what is it? Let's see. SDO. Singularity, right? Singularity. Okay, I've heard about this one. Okay, I see. It's not on Binance, but we do have it on KuCoin at least, so that's not bad. Let's see now. Okay, yeah, let me bring it forward here. Hold on. SDLUSDT. This is the problem with me. I typed a bit too fast. Polonix. Okay, definitely not Polonix. Much better. Okay, weekly time frame. We do have some negative momentum on the oscillators. RSI is below neutral. MACD is bearish, right? There is no signs of any positive divergence whatsoever. But on the weekly time frame, we are at some type of support at the moment. Okay, like if this, you see any daily candle close, weekly candle close below this level, like wouldn't be surprised if you get back to these areas. Okay, but we are at support. I do see some signs of the bears starting to lose strength, but not completely yet. But starting to. They might step back in. That's why I'm saying starting to. So let's see what happens with the weekly candle close and how the next weekly candle, you know, the first 2 days develop. Now let's have a look at the daily. By the way, Rafael. Were you talking about like the daily time frame when you said buy, hold, and repeat, or the weekly time frame? Because yeah, daily too at some type of support. Fine, RSI is below neutral. MACD is bullish. But yeah, there is some negative divergence already. Like, it's only gonna become invalid if we see any close above like 0.58 levels, and that's far ahead, right? So there is already some negative divergence right now, right? So yeah, I wouldn't be really rushing in quite yet. I see this negative divergence, which could bring the price back to 0.3, 0.25 possible, right? Okay, let's see now. Next. Ethereum. We did Ethereum in the beginning of the show. Just rewind, replay, and BSC. Oh, you mean, okay, now I get you. Okay. Ajax ecosystem, right. Ajax was having a lot of movements last time. Hold on, where is it? Oh my god. What the fudge? Look. Okay, let me this is an interesting chart. This is an interesting chart. Hold on. Let me just draw some things, highlight some things that I see. Usually my charts are super, messy. So this is like, I haven't drawn on it since it hit resistance. Then I never looked at it again because it just, went down. But now it's pretty clean. So hold on. I remember doing this one live, talking about this one in some live stream, and I think it was around these levels. It came down, support kind of held, then it went back up, got rejected, and then since then it's just been playing that rollover game. Okay, awesomeness. When is this one gonna look a bit more exciting? After it gets above this line, okay, after it breaks above this supply line, right? And it does something like this, maybe? Let's see. Something like this, down and slowly grind to the upside, right? So where do we have our resistance levels? That's the important thing. Nothing is as important as the support and resistance areas. So first resistance, like I'm pretty sure all of you see it. It's right here, right? By this short-term moving average. Second one. And this on the daily time frame that I'm talking about. Second one right here. And the major one, like best case scenario, in case, price just breaks above this level. Major one will be around these levels. Now we'll bring forward the fib just for fun, and see if it kind of aligns with what I'm seeing, just with my eyes and nothing else, right? Okay, fib is ready. Voila. That best case scenario thing that I was talking about, in case price actually breaks above that this 38.2 level, is around the golden fib. So that goes hand in hand with the fib. So R1, that is resistance 1, right? Daily time frame. R2. R3. Awesomeness, right? So there we have our Ajax. The fact that like there's too much supply, guys. There's too much supply. Still, we need to break above this level. Even more beautiful if you can just, get above this level, and then this area right here acts as some type of support. Awesomeness. That would be awesomeness. Like we could wick down, but getting back below this, line wouldn't be the best look, right? Right, what's Bitcoin doing? Let's see now. What's Bitcoin doing? You see, we get back to this level. We failed to get above it. That's why I'm not so excited. Like, even though that positive divergence is nice to see, we really need at least a 4-hourly candle close above this level. Best thing would be a daily close back above the critical area. Gamium, GMM. Which time frame, Raphael? Daily time frame, weekly time frame on KuCoin, right? Gamium, okay. I've never had a look at this one. Daily time frame, awesome. Okay. So we got positive I don't know if I should call them strong positive momentum, but we do have some weak positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is still bullish, but it's trying to roll over. It looks like it wants to roll over, right? They have partnered with Meta and Telefonica. Oh, really? We'll probably do a bit reading about them then. So, yeah, as I was saying, weak positive momentum on the oscillators, okay? RSI is below neutral at the moment. Like, there are no signs of any negative divergence. That is good. At the same time, there are no signs that the bears are tired yet, okay? So I could see us getting to these levels, like all the way here. We got some type of support. We're actually close to that support area right now. Right here on these levels. So that's your S1 on the daily time frame. And if this fails to hold, ladies and gents, or I think gents right now only, next support that I'm gonna be looking at will be around these areas. Yeah, it's quite a wide range, but right around this long-term moving average, okay, which is around 7737, 8674, quite a wide range, because I want to be a bit flexible, because it's a bit tricky, this one, right? So better to be flexible. And first support is around 9716 to 10,327, and do not forget the zeros behind the numbers, okay? I just want to save some time. Here's some time. And I can have a look at one more thing which is important, since I see something. Okay, you do not want it to close below this level. Hold on. Somewhere around this area, and funny thing is it's right at that area at the moment. So any daily candle close, you know, below this level, yeah, this might hold, but probabilities are gonna be higher that it comes all the way to these levels if this doesn't break. Hence, we have S1, S2, S3. But then again, these kind of things can happen. Look at Lena. Look at Lena. I posted about this on Twitter yesterday, right when it was at resistance. We pulled back. This support is holding this, you know, S1 on the 4-hourly time frame. Problem is it held, but guess what? Symmetrical triangle while we're already in a downtrend, and guess what that is gonna result in? Most likely that we pull back all the way to these levels. Like if it gets back within this channel again, this bull flag channel, right? If it gets back within it again, we could see these prices. Like it's not far from where it is at, but it's quite a difference. It's like 6 to 7%, 6 to 8%. They have part. That's why this gigantic green candle after the announcement. Oh, you mean GMM? Yeah, really, it's looking like it could see some better days like ahead of us if it can get above this level at least. Okay. We got the support levels in order. Let's do the resistance as well. So resistance, can we see a daily candle close above this area first? If we can see that, then we can probably see this level. R1 meaning, of course, there is R2 as well, but let's see it around R1 first, right? If you can see that, that would be, hold on, that wouldn't be something. This should be a bit higher. Hold on. Awesomeness. Raphael, I hope that answered all your questions. I hope you found them to be satisfying and understandable and easy to, you know, to learn something from. Awesomeness, guys, awesomeness. I always love it when there's activity, engagement, good questions, so on and so forth, a lot of love. It's always hyping, you know? Kind of hypes up the whole vibe. Okay, so we did everything we need to do. We see that Bitcoin got troubles getting above that critical level. Hopefully, when I'm back on tomorrow's live stream, we'll see something else, something new developed by then. And if I see something else before the live stream, I'll just, you know, post it on Discord, probably let you guys know. So, for those of you who wanna join our Discord community, by the way, Chart Striker community, link is in description. And yeah, Patreon, only join in the beginning of the month, otherwise you're not gonna get the most out of it, okay? And one last thing, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate each and one of you. It's been a good one. It's 4 a.m. in Europe. 4 a.m. This lady needs to go to bed, have a good sleep, wake up early and do some other things. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Ralph, everybody, Raphael, a lot of Ralphs and Raphaels. I'm glad you found your way to the stream, and welcome to the community, and hopefully we'll see you next time. So guys, thank you, good night from me, and take care.